So you think rabbits are just cute little fluffballs who nibble carrots and bounce around the backyard? Think again, because in this video, you're getting 100 mind-hopping facts about rabbits you've probably never heard before. From high-speed chases to moon legends and secret second mouths, okay, sort of, you're about to see bunnies in a way that'll blow your cottontail right off. Let's kick things off with some classics, but don't get too comfy, because by fact 17 we're already diving into ancient monk loopholes and moon conspiracies. 1. Pet rabbits can live 7 to 10 years, sometimes up to 12. Yeah, this isn't a 2-year hamster situation. These long-eared pals are in it for the long haul. Some pampered buns with vet visits, proper hay and luxury living can push the 12-year mark easily. That's more than enough time to share a decade of lettuce and judgmental glares. 2. Rabbits are social creatures and do better in pairs. They thrive on companionship, whether it's another rabbit or you becoming their emotional support human. A lonely rabbit is a sad rabbit, and nobody wants to be emotionally out-hopped by their pet. Ever seen two bunnies groom each other like an old married couple? It's pure fluff romance. 3. They eat their poop, but it's classy poop. Technically they're called cecotropes, and they're full of nutrients. Rabbits redigest them to squeeze out every last vitamin. Think of it as a built-in multivitamin dispenser. Don't worry, they're polite enough to do it in private. It's weird, but it's brilliant. 4. Bunny is just a cutesy nickname. The word bunny came from Old English slang, kind of like calling a dog doggy. Rabbits didn't change species overnight, we just got more affectionate. And let's be honest, bunny just sounds more adorable when yelling at them for chewing your charger. Try shouting rabbit. It's not the same. 5. They are not rodents. Despite the constant chewing, rabbits belong to the lagomorph family, not rodents. They've got extra teeth that set them apart. And we'll get to that dental drama real soon. Basically, they're the weird cousin at the rodent family reunion, the one who brings kale and corrects your grammar. 6. Hares are not rabbits. Hares are born furred and with eyes open, while rabbit kits look like blind jelly beans. Hares are also faster and live above ground in nests called forms. It's like comparing a motorcycle to a Vespa. Both fast, one's just wild. Don't get them mixed up at parties. 7. Some hares can run up to 45 miles per hour. That's faster than Usain Bolt. Jackrabbits, which are actually hares, use zigzag maneuvers to confuse predators. Nature basically turned them into 4-legged Mario Kart racers. Eat your heart out, Sonic. 8. Rabbits are fertility symbols in many cultures. With breeding cycles like theirs, it's no surprise. They're icons of spring, rebirth, and being really, really productive. Easter eggs. Yeah, that's rabbit magic in disguise. If rabbits had LinkedIn, their skills section would just say, reproducing. All the time. 9. They groom like cats and can be litter trained. These floofs keep it classy. If your rabbit starts skipping baths or leaving droppings everywhere, it's time for a vet check or a serious talk about hygiene. But with patience, they'll pee in a box like whiskered royalty. Fancy and functional. 10. Happy rabbits do binkies. A binky is a mid-air leap with a twist, and yes, it looks completely ridiculous, but that's pure joy in bunny form. Imagine your happiness launching you 3 feet off the ground. If you're rabbit binkies, congratulations, you're doing pet parenting right. They don't fake it, they feel it. Question. Have you ever been so excited that you jumped straight up and flailed like a wind-up toy? No? Well, your rabbit has. If that made you smile, go ahead and tap that like button like a bunny thumping its foot. And subscribe so you don't miss part 2. 100 facts about goats who think they're chickens. A group of rabbits is called a herd. Not a fluffle, though that's adorable. The proper term is a herd. But let's be real. Fluffle wins in our hearts. Scientists, please update the textbooks. Imagine herding a fluffle. Delightful. Rabbits are strict herbivores. They live off hay, greens and leafy plants. Meat? Never. Bread? Nope. Carrots? Honestly, only in tiny doses. Thanks for the lies, Bugs. One rabbit can have up to 800 descendants in a year. No, that's not a typo. Between short pregnancies and big litters, one pair can become a furry empire in no time. That's how you get Australia's rabbit problem, or a backyard full of adorable chaos, fluffy world domination, spayed or neutered rabbits live longer. Unfixed bunnies are prone to cancers and hormonal stress. Fixing them adds years to their life and prevents awkward bunny love triangles. It's win-win. Plus, it keeps the bunny population from skyrocketing to the moon. Their teeth never stop growing. Think of their mouth like a wood chipper that never powers down. If they don't chew hay constantly, their teeth can overgrow and cause serious pain. Hay isn't just food, it's dental floss, toothbrush and dinner. Triple threat. They're biologically closer to horses than rats. Lagomorphs share digestive and dental traits with horses. That's right, your bunny is basically a tiny, long-eared pony with better ear-to-head ratio. Giddy up. Rabbits and horses even get similar stomach issues. Both need lots of fibre. The cruelty-free rabbit logo is a nod to lab testing history. Rabbits were once common in cosmetics testing. Now, when you see the hopping bunny logo on products, it means no bunnies were harmed in the making of this mascara. Look for it. It's adorable and ethical. Support the buns, buy the bunny. Rabbits can't vomit. Once they eat something, it's stuck with them. That's why it's extra important to avoid giving your rabbit anything toxic or too rich. A cookie for you might be a catastrophe for Thumper. Chew wisely. They have nearly 360-degree vision. Those side-placed eyes give them a wraparound view of the world, perfect for predator spotting. But don't wave a treat in front of their nose and expect instant results. They might not see it. Approach from the side, not the face. Rabbits rotate their ears independently. Each ear works like a satellite dish, scanning for sound. This helps them detect danger and gossip at bunny brunches. Bonus, those ears also help regulate temperature. Ear fans, cute and useful. Ever wondered why rabbits have those ridiculously oversized ears? They're not just for hearing gossip across the meadow. Those ears act like built-in air conditioners, releasing body heat when it's warm out. When a rabbit is hot, blood rushes through the vessels in the ears, cooling down before returning to the body. It's nature's radiator system, efficient, silent, and adorably floppy. If rabbits had a food pyramid, hay would be the foundation, the sides, and probably the dessert. Their teeth grow non-stop, and chewing hay keeps them trimmed down like a built-in dental plan. Plus, hay is pure fibre magic. It keeps their digestive system moving like a champ. No hay! Hello, painful blockages and expensive vet bills. Thanks to Bugs Bunny, everyone thinks rabbits run on carrots, but the truth? Too much carrot is like feeding candy to a toddler for every meal, chaos guaranteed. Carrots are packed with sugar and should be a treat, not a staple. A rabbit with unlimited carrot access could end up with obesity or dangerous gut imbalances, and no one wants a diabetic bunny. With legs like springs and zero chill, rabbits can jump up to 4 feet high in a single bound. Some even compete in rabbit hopping competitions. Yes, that's a real thing. And it's spectacular. The vertical leap isn't just for show. It's an escape tactic that's helped them dodge predators for thousands of years. Ever seen a bunny do a mid-air twist? That's called a binky, and it's pure joy. A binky isn't a baby's pacifier, it's a spontaneous explosion of rabbit happiness. Picture this, your rabbit runs, kicks, twists in the air and bolts again like it just won the bunny lottery. It's a sign your bunny feels safe, playful and on top of the world. You don't train binkies, you earn them with love and excellent snacks. Zigzag escapes are their secret weapon. When a rabbit bolts from a predator, it doesn't run in a straight line. Instead, it zigzags like a fluffy Formula One driver dodging danger at over 40 miles per hour. This unpredictable movement makes it tough for hawks, foxes, or even your dog to keep up. It's like a natural parkour move baked into bunny DNA. Thumping isn't tantrum time, it's an alarm. That loud foot thump isn't bunny attitude, it's a built-in early warning system. Rabbits thump their back legs when they sense danger, alerting nearby rabbits to get out immediately. Even pet rabbits do this, thumping at weird noises, sudden movements, or when they catch you sneaking snacks without sharing. Consider it the rabbit version of a security alarm. 28 teeth, always growing. Rabbits don't get cavities, but their dental situation is far from simple. They've got 28 teeth, and they never stop growing. Without constant chewing on hay, wood, or safe toys, those teeth can overgrow and cause serious pain or even death. That's why chewing is life for a rabbit, literally. Surprise! Two tiny incisors hide behind the front ones. Just when you thought rabbits had normal teeth, surprise! Behind their top incisors are two secret peg teeth. Tiny, hidden chompers that help them cut and shred food more efficiently. It's like their mouths come with a bonus tool set. Evolution decided one pair of teeth just wasn't enough for all that grazing. Rabbits live in herds and underground cities. In the wild, rabbits don't just hop around solo. They live in underground villages called warrens. These burrow networks have multiple exits, tunnels and nesting rooms. It's like a bunny-sized apartment complex, complete with social circles and designated poop zones. Think of it as the fluffiest HOA on Earth. Rabbits have incredibly sensitive noses, capable of detecting faint scents with shocking precision. Their noses constantly twitch to draw in more scent molecules, like a radar system built for sniffing salad from 2 rooms away. With over 100 million smell receptors, they can smell predators before they're even close. Your bunny isn't just cute, it's basically a furry bloodhound. That's more than humans. Rabbits use their taste buds not only to enjoy their favourite greens, but also to avoid toxic plants in the wild. They'll often reject bitter or overly sour foods as a safety mechanism. So if your bun snubs your gourmet lettuce, it's not being rude, it's being cautious. From the desert-dwelling black-tailed jackrabbit to the volcano rabbit of Mexico, rabbits come in many wild varieties. Some burrow, some don't, some are social, some are loners. Each species is uniquely adapted to its habitat with specialized traits. They're not just backyard pets, they're globe-hopping survivors. Rabbits are world travelers hopping across every continent but the icy south. They thrive in deserts, forests, grasslands and mountains, basically anywhere there's enough vegetation and places to hide. Even urban areas have their fair share of wild bunnies. Antarctica? Too cold, not enough clover. There's a rabbit breed for everyone, from snuggly dwarfs to regal giants. Breeders have refined traits like ear shape, coat type and temperament into dozens of show-ready varieties. Want velvet fur? Try a Rex. Want a rabbit the size of a toddler? Look up Flemish giants. That's longer than most toddlers. Darius, the Guinness World Record-holding bunny, weighed in at over 50 pounds and needed a dog harness for walks. He could eat an entire bowl of carrots like popcorn. Giant rabbits like him require special care, but they bring equally giant joy. Native to the US, this tiny wonder weighs less than a pound. It's the smallest rabbit species in the world, with fur that helps it blend perfectly into sagebrush. You could fit one in a teacup, though you probably shouldn't. These guys are wild, endangered, and way too fast to catch. What started as 24 rabbits for hunting turned into over 600 million hopping pests. With no natural predators, they destroyed crops, spread disease, and wreaked havoc on ecosystems. The government tried everything: poison, fences, even viral diseases. Moral of the story? Never underestimate a rabbit's reproductive power. Wild cottontails flash their white tails to warn others of danger, like a bunny distress flare. The stark contrast grabs attention in grassy environments, telling friends to flee. It's both a warning and a distraction. That tail might be small, but it's basically a bunny siren. You name it: black, grey, chocolate, lilac, albino, broken patterns, they've got it. Some coats shimmer in the sunlight, while others are soft enough to rival chinchillas. Breeders have even designed fur textures from dense plush to silky satin. Purple? Sorry, still working on that one. Wild rabbits aren't out there feasting on fruit baskets, they're all about that green. They nibble on clover, dandelions, wild herbs and most types of grass. Their digestive systems are designed for low-calorie, high-fibre roughage. So when you see your rabbit ignoring the apple slice for a chunk of hay, it's not picky, it's primal. From sandy deserts to snowy forests, rabbits have adapted to just about every environment. They're resourceful diggers, shelter seekers and plant connoisseurs. Even the edges of big cities often host wild rabbit populations that burrow under sheds or hide in hedgerows. Basically, if there's greenery, there's a good chance there's a bunny. Foxes, hawks, snakes, coyotes, weasels, every predator you can think of has rabbits on the menu. This is why they're so quick, quiet and hyper-aware of everything. It's also why your pet bunny might get spooked by a gust of wind. Evolution taught them that everything is trying to eat them, and it often was. Rabbits have been a source of protein and warm fur coats for centuries. Their meat is high in protein and low in fat, and their fur is easy to tan and craft. It's not just history. Plenty of small farms today still raise rabbits for these purposes. But let's be honest, most rabbit owners just want snuggles, not stew. Out of all the wild rabbit species, almost half are facing population declines. Habitat loss, hunting, disease and climate change are major threats. The riverine rabbit in South Africa, for example, is critically endangered with fewer than 500 left. Cute doesn't mean safe, especially when bulldozers move in. Rabbits mature fast. A doe can start having babies by 16 weeks old, barely past the baby stage herself. That's how you go from 2 rabbits to a whole dynasty in a blink. If you're not planning to start a bunny empire, spaying and neutering is a must. Those adorable fluffballs don't start off so fluffy. Newborn rabbits called kits are born helpless, pink and completely bald. They rely entirely on their mother's rich milk and warmth for the first week or two. When the fuzz finally comes in, it's like watching a magical transformation into a plush toy. Mother rabbits don't hover. They visit their nests just once a day, often in the middle of the night. This helps avoid attracting predators to the nest. Despite the brief visits, her milk is so nutrient-rich that one feeding is enough. Talk about drive-through parenting efficiency. Sometimes a doe goes full nesting mode, pulling fur, building a nest without ever being pregnant. It's a hormonal thing, and it's called a false pregnancy. She may even act protective over her empty nest. It's confusing, endearing, and proof that bunnies have drama too. European rabbits dig elaborate underground homes called warrens, complete with tunnels and chambers. Hares, on the other hand, just scrape out shallow nests called forms and rely on camouflage and speed. It's like the difference between building a bunker and doing ninja flips. Same goal, stay alive, different strategies. Some hares have a wild reproductive trick superfetation. That means they can conceive a second litter while already pregnant with the first. Imagine getting a positive pregnancy test during your 3rd trimester. That's basically what's happening. Rabbits don't do this, but the hare family tree is pure chaos. They're crepuscular, which is a fancy word for twilight critters. You'll catch your bunny zooming and exploring during the early morning or evening. The rest of the day? Naps. They've got energy when the predators are least active, which is a survival strategy wrapped in fluff. Because rabbits are prey, they've evolved to hide pain and sickness. In the wild, looking weak means becoming dinner. So even when very ill, a rabbit might keep eating and acting normal until suddenly they don't. That's why rabbit owners need to know subtle signs and trust their gut. Rabbits can learn their names. It's not just dogs who get the credit for name recall. Rabbits can learn their names and come when called, especially when food is involved. If you call Flopsy and they run over, it's either love or lettuce, probably both. Rabbits need more space than you think. That little pet store cage won't cut it. Rabbits need space to hop, stretch and run. Ideally a large X-pen or a rabbit-proofed room. Being confined all day leads to boredom, obesity and behavior issues. Think big, even tiny buns want to zoom. Carrots should be occasional treats, not daily snacks. Too much carrot equals too much sugar. Despite pop culture's obsession with Bugs Bunny, real rabbits need fibre, not candy. Stick to leafy greens, hay and the occasional baby carrot if they've been extra good. Their teeth and tummy will thank you. Wild rabbits rarely live beyond 3 years. Predators, disease and accidents shorten the lives of wild rabbits. While pet rabbits can live a decade or more, wild ones often don't make it past 2 or 3. It's a tough world out there for something so soft. Every wild rabbit you see is basically a survivor. The oldest known rabbit lived to 18 years. Flopsy, a domestic rabbit in Australia, lived to 18 years and 10 months. That's like the bunny equivalent of a centenarian. Her secret? No one knows, but probably a great diet, low stress and zero predators. She deserves a trophy made of parsley. Normal bunny temperature ranges from 101 to 104 degrees Fahrenheit. Rabbits run hot, literally. A healthy rabbit's body temperature is higher than yours, averaging 101.5 to 104 degrees Fahrenheit. That's why they struggle in summer heat and need good ventilation. No sweaters needed unless you want a roasted rabbit, please don't. They poop a lot. One rabbit can produce over 300 droppings a day, but don't panic. They're dry, odourless and excellent garden fertiliser. A poop-producing machine might not sound glamorous, but it's part of what makes rabbits such efficient digesters. That's right, your bunny is a living compost engine. Hey, does your rabbit have any weird habits? Drop it in the comments below and tell us if they've ever stared into your soul while chewing kale like it's a suspense thriller. We're reading all of them. Rabbit poop makes great fertiliser. Unlike other manure, rabbit droppings can be used in the garden immediately, no composting required. They're packed with nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium, aka plant superfuel. Just scoop and sprinkle, your tomatoes will thank you. Who knew poop could be so productive? Rabbits' feet were once believed to be lucky. Carrying a rabbit's foot used to be considered a charm for good luck, especially if it was the left hind foot. This superstition goes back centuries and shows up in American folklore and even African traditions. While we don't recommend the method, the myth lives on in keychains and pop culture. Bunnies, as always, are icons. Some rabbits purr when content, not like a cat, but close. Rabbits make a soft chattering sound by grinding their teeth gently when they're happy. It's called purring, and it usually happens when they're being pet or snuggling. If you hear it, congratulations, your rabbit trusts you and probably expects you to keep petting. Rabbits can be clicker trained. Yes, just like dogs and dolphins. Clicker training uses positive reinforcement to teach tricks, litter habits, or even obstacle courses. Rabbits are clever and food-motivated, so with time and patience they can master simple commands. Who's the smart bun now? Rabbits have a blind spot right in front of their noses. Despite their almost 360-degree vision, rabbits can't see what's directly in front of them. That's why they sometimes nudge things or tilt their head oddly to inspect something up close. If your bunny doesn't see the treat you're offering, now you know why. Move it a bit to the side and voila, snack acquired. Rabbits communicate with their ears. Those expressive ears aren't just for hearing, they're also bunny language. A forward ear says, "I'm curious," while one turned back might mean, "Leave me alone." Ears pinned flat, someone's annoyed. Think of them as mood antennas. Some breeds don't have upright ears. Lop-eared rabbits have floppy ears that hang down beside their heads, and they come in multiple breeds. These include the Holland Lop, French Lop and English Lop, each with unique sizes and ear lengths. The world record for longest ears, over 31 inches long. That's basically 2 rabbit scarves. Ever see your rabbit rubbing its chin on stuff? That's called chinning. Rabbits have scent glands under their chins and use them to mark territory, basically saying, "This belongs to me now." It's subtle, odourless to humans, and very bunny. Unlike cats, rabbits can't vomit, so hair they swallow during grooming has to pass through. If it doesn't, it can cause dangerous blockages. That's why regular brushing during shedding season is essential. Otherwise, you're asking for trouble and vet bills. With patience and positive reinforcement, rabbits can learn to use a litter box, just like a cat. Most prefer to pick a corner to do their business, and you can place the box there to encourage good habits. Add a little hay to the box and boom, poop while you snack. It's the bunny way. Rabbits sometimes do a dead bunny flop. It's a sudden dramatic collapse onto their side or back, and it freaks out new owners every time. But don't worry, it means your rabbit is completely relaxed and happy. If it looks like they passed out, it's because they trust you enough to nap like a rag doll. Congratulations, you've been accepted. Their teeth can grow up to 5 inches per year. That's why hay and chew toys are non-negotiable. If a rabbit's teeth aren't properly worn down, they can curve into the jaw or skull, painful and even deadly. Tooth trims by a vet may be needed if chewing alone doesn't cut it. But for most rabbits, hay keeps everything in check. Bunnies sleep with their eyes open sometimes. Thanks to a nictitating membrane, rabbits can snooze while keeping one eye half open. It helps them stay alert for predators, even during nap time. Pet rabbits might close both eyes if they feel truly safe. But even then, you'll probably see one ear twitching like a radar. Rabbits molt hard. Shedding happens a few times a year, and when it does, expect fur everywhere. Some rabbits blow their coat in clumps that make it look like they're falling apart. Regular brushing helps keep the fluff under control and reduces the chance of hairballs. Warning, lint rollers won't save you. Their feet are covered in fur, no pads. Unlike cats or dogs, rabbits don't have paw pads. Their feet are covered in thick fur to protect them while hopping. But it also means slippery floors can be tricky, and sharp surfaces are a no-go. Carpet and rugs are their preferred terrain. Rabbits don't pant to cool down. Dogs pant, people sweat, but rabbits, they rely on those big ears to release heat. If they start breathing fast or lying flat and motionless during summer, it's a red flag. Heat stroke is serious for buns, so always give them shade, water, and breezy airflow. They can get sunburned, especially white rabbits. Those with light-coloured fur or pink ears are at risk of sunburn. Outdoor time should be supervised, shaded, and not during peak sunlight hours. A sunburned bunny isn't just uncomfortable, it's dangerous. Bunny's sunscreen? Not a thing. Shade and timing are your best defense. They love to dig, even indoors. Digging is instinctive and satisfying for rabbits. If you don't give them a safe outlet, they'll dig into carpet, corners, or their own litter boxes. Try a dig box filled with shredded paper or hay to redirect the chaos. It's the fluffiest excavation crew you'll ever meet. So now you know 100 facts about rabbits that probably made you laugh, gasp, and maybe clutch your heart a little.